All right, hey guys, welcome to the Dream Team Team Zoom. It is the last Monday Zoom for July, which is mind-boggling because I feel like it's still like, I don't know, March. Did Easter happen? Does anyone remember Easter? Did we have Easter? So crazy. My concept of time this year is so weird. So I know not everyone was able to get on the power planning last night, but hopefully you will take the time to watch the recording. I always upload them on the YouTube channel. Last night's was really good. It was a lot of like input from a lot of different people. And we talk about a lot of things that you can do to grow your business and to focus on, especially these last 5 days. So I am actually going to, we skipped the Easter bunny at my house. The bunny had Rona. Oh my God. I watched oh, Sam, thank you. Good. I feel like July just started. I know, like summer is just flying by. Because I don't want to take my eye off of the fact that we have 5 days left and that there are a lot of people that are shooting for bonuses and that we need to be pushing and being creative and getting sales. But I want to talk about something a little broader tonight because this is such a tricky time. It's the end of the month, but I also want you ready. Like I want you mentally prepping and being ready for a new month. It's not the Rona. So this is just, this to me is like one of the hardest and exciting times to be in sales because like I said, you're still pounding the pavement. You're still trying to get whatever rank you're shooting for, but you have to start putting the big picture of August out in front of you and start like dreaming and start putting it out there, what you're going to work for. So what I want you guys to do in the chat box, the Zoom chat, I want you to tell me or tell us the biggest issue that is holding your business back. Like what is the thing you are struggling with the most? If there's one particular thing, if there's a couple things, I'm going to politely sit and wait as I watch the chat start to fill up. So what is one or two of your biggest issues with Sandra? What about you? Let's be specific. Try and type it in there for me. What about you specifically you feel is getting away? So, okay, we just had some more people hop on. In the chat, I want you to tell me what is the biggest issue, one or two, that's stopping you or causing your business not to grow or getting in the way of you being able to do your business. Okay, all right, here we go. Come on, feed them to me. Type, people, type. And I'm going to take a drink. Sam, you beat me too. Yeah, you guys almost typed that at the exact same time. Reach out. Okay. Come on, keep typing. There's a lot of faces on here and only like 4 comments. So anyone not commenting, are you telling me that there is nothing holding you back with your business? There we go. Come on. Well, okay, so we only got 6 people with problems. 7, 8. All right, so I'm going to go through some of these. What you guys keep typing. Courtney, being nervous to reach out to people because of their finances. Maybe they haven't been working, ? Lisa says expanding my network and being sad because people don't participate in my promos. Girl, I know, it's like a knife in the heart. Like you're so excited. You're like, I've got the best promo and crickets. Sonia, yes, no bites. Olivia, same. Prejudice because of finances. Julie, I can't persuade anyone to try Thrive. I want to help people feel as good as I do. Sarah, fear of sounding too repetitive, meeting new people to add to my network. Let me go back up here. Lisa, expanding my network oh no, I read that one, my bad. Edie, running out of ideas to not sound salesy, staying organized. Sandra, too much fluff of time, and I've got to focus, and I'm in ultimate squirrel mode. Wait, it's a pandemic, aren't we all? Whitney, 90% of people have a hard time with the upfront cost, even after breaking it down per day. Sonia, reach out, procrastinate, issues with my mom, yes. Adding to your network, doing lives. Not wanting to send messages. Expanding my network, let me go down here. My team is crickets, except Sonia, smiley face, but I'm working on 2 potential promoters. TJ, people saying they want it, and then you talk to them and they ghost you. Okay. So I'm going to guess that pretty much, and you guys can keep writing in here, but I'm going to guess everything that I just read, every single person in here can totally relate to, right? What I want you to understand, the reason I asked you this question, whatever you just typed is your limiting belief. Sandra, you think that you're in squirrel mode. You limit yourself by believing that and accepting that. Right? Olivia, you are prejudiced because of finances. That's your limiting belief. So I'm not a squirrel. I will tell you this. You are in life what you decide to be. Now, I'm not saying that we don't have to fight some demons, and I'm not saying that we don't have to overcome some issues. But if so, and I'm not picking on you, it's just you wrote back. So if you're like, oh, I'm in squirrel mode, okay, you can accept it or you can do something about it. And so sometimes you just have to stop and be like, I'm in squirrel mode. My goal is not to be in squirrel mode. My goal is to XYZ. And you know yourself. I mean, I go squirrel every now and then. I go spastic. Like, we all have those moments, but we have to accept them. Sam says, all my friends are thrivers. I need more non-thriving friends. So that goes back to your network. Yeah. So here's the thing too, and I know this will be like a little twist on that. Do you really need more friends, or do you need to work with all your current thrivers to build that network? That's another way you can keep building networks. Sam, I have all 9 non-thriving friends that just won't jump. Again, these are your limiting beliefs, what to say to people when they like my Thrive stories. Okay. All right. So let me see. People say they want to talk. My team is crickets. Okay, so we basically have like 2 kinds of beliefs in this world. There's limiting beliefs, and then there's growth beliefs or prosperity belief. So I can guarantee for every person on here who wrote something, I'll call it negative because it's a limiting belief, where you're saying I'm stuck because of. The sheer fact that you can even say I'm stuck because of, or this is what's getting in my way, you're accepting that. You're saying you're saying it to yourself whether you realize it or not. Okay, so Sam says all of her friends are thrivers and she needs to make other non-thriving friends. If she accepts that and says that's what's holding my business back, then guess what? That'll hold her business back. So if she can tweak that belief and say, I have so many great thriving friends and there are so many non-thrivers yet to meet, and she focuses on that versus I need to meet more friends. Sonia, ask them why they liked it. Oh, yeah. So Sonia said early on, what do I say to people when they like my Thrive stories? And it's so funny because when you're the one that does the Thrive story and someone comments, it's almost like, oh, what do I do? But Olivia just said, ask them why they like it. Like, it's so simple when somebody else looks at it. And I can guarantee if Olivia had asked that question, Sonia, you would have said that answer. So again, it's you holding yourself back because what are you afraid of? You're going to not ask the right question, or maybe they didn't mean to hit the like button, or like you're holding yourself back because you already think in your head that you're going to have the wrong question, or they're going to have a different response, or whatever. Like whatever it is you're already thinking versus the simple, hey, they liked my story. I wonder why they liked it. What was it about that story that they related to? So there's just so many times where we have to pull ourselves out of ourselves and say, okay, if this was happening to Laura, what would I tell her? I mean, you guys all know you give the best advice, right? If your friend calls you, you talk them off a ledge and you give them the best advice. Any of you on here that are uplines, you know when your team is like, I don't know what to do, you have the best advice. But then when you sit down at your computer, you're like, I need somebody to give me some advice, right? We all get in our own way. So I want you to really think about what you wrote. Ricky, I had 200 likes on my Transformation Tuesday post, but when I reached out, they said it's not for me. Okay, it's not for me now. Somebody said, and I don't remember who it was because it's way up here, sounding repetitive. If I looked at you and said, have a Coke and a smile, even you youngsters know where that comes from. Why do you know that? because it was beat into your head on the TV and on the radio. And not once did you even really notice it. That's marketing. Just because somebody swipes by doesn't mean they're not paying attention. It doesn't mean it's not sinking into them. That is why it's so important that you're doing your day. Because I know for me, when I make a Facebook post, I'm like, oh, that was a good one. Like, I'm always like, that was witty. That picture, I edited that perfect. Like, this is going to attract everyone to me. Okay, the majority of people probably don't see it. The people who probably see it, recognize it, and are like, oh, great post, it's another Thriver, and they're like saving it so they can copy and use it later. But it has scrolled past. I want you to think right now, think of the ads that are scrolling past you on Facebook or Instagram or Google, whatever, wherever you're spending your time. What ads keep going past you? And you're like, I don't even want that. Why does that keep showing up? And then a month later, you're like, you know, that is kind of cute. That's kind of cute. Those colors, that goes with my bedroom. I'm going to get that pillow, right? But you didn't, the first time you saw it, you were super annoyed. So you got to remember there's a lot of psychology going on with people. And so if 200 people liked your post, Ricky, that is 200 potentials. And you're probably going to get 199 no's. And you might even get one cricket. But that doesn't mean it isn't sinking in. I think I've shared this example before. I did a post one time. I think I offered $20 or something off to newbies. I think 3 of you liked it. 1 of you might have given me a heart. Super appreciate it. Thank you. Nobody commented. It just sat out there. And would you believe it? Someone texted me. They didn't Facebook message me. They had the audacity to text me and say, hey, I saw that post. I didn't want to comment on it because I don't want everyone under the sun to know my personal business, but I would like to order some Thrive. So just because it's not getting a response in the moment or the way you think it's supposed to come back, because we're all guilty of this. You click that post and then you're like, it's coming. She's gonna mess with me right now. 5 people want Thrive. 2 of them don't even want a deal. It's happening. You know you do it. I do it. I will literally be like, okay, Tammy, make the post and then go walk away. Like, go do something else. Or I'll make the post and turn off the computer. Because I'm like, Sandra, I'm like a squirrel. I'm like, did they write me back? Did anybody hit heart? Does anybody like this? Is somebody ordering? Did I hit 200K? You've got to separate yourself from that. So what is important for you to do is the activity. The outcome is going to come. But I want you to think about the things that you said are holding you back, because there's deeper work to be done there. So if you're saying, let's try this. Take one of the issues that you told me is an issue and retype it so that it's no longer an issue. So it's something that is happening and working for you. So for example, Sam said all of her friends are Thrivers. She needs to meet more Thrivers. Whereas she could type that as, I know so many Thrivers that know so many people that can't wait to order. Like, try retyping what you said is your problem. And I'm going to catch up on some of this, the chat. Maybe it's time to host a post. Yes, host. So, okay, so what I suggested to Sam was, you don't have to go meet a bunch of new people. Take the people you already know and find out who they know. Who know that they know that they know. So a host a post. For those of you that might be new, you can go to Kayla Fox's YouTube, and she has it in a whole YouTube. I think it's like a whopping 10 minutes about host a post. And it's basically where you get someone to host a post about your business to help spread the word about you. They work really well to help spread your network. Olivia said, oh, we read that one. I'm sorry. I'm bad about clicking ads. You're welcome, Sarah. I try not to like other. Yeah, I try not to like other Thrivers posts very often too, because I don't want Facebook to always be like, oh, she wants to see Thrive stuff. I mean, Facebook already knows that I do. I had so many people who wanted my promo. Oh, we're rewriting them. Okay. Because I was like, what? You just ran a promo? You ran out of promo? Okay, this is good. Yes, I just did host a post and didn't get any orders, but I outed a lot of people. Yes. My network is endless. Oh my gosh, I'm going to steal that one. I'm going to write that on my wall. TJ, I need to try a host to post again. The first time was epic. Yeah, okay, and let's talk about that. So you are going to do things in life that are going to be amazing. And you're going to be like, this is it. Let's say you did a host to post and you got 3 new customers. You're literally going to be like, you know what? I'm doing host to post forever, all the way to 200K. But then the next time you do it, nothing will happen. And then you might do it later and get half a customer, like somebody that orders Activate. And then you might do it 4 times with nothing. That's okay. Keep doing what you're doing. Think of, I don't want to sound like Jason Camper, but think of Nike. Does Nike not show up? I don't even own a pair of Nike shoes. I'm a personal trainer and I don't own a pair of Nike shoes. Do I know what that symbol is? Do I know just do it? Could I see a water puddle on the ground and be like, oh, that's weird. It's just shaped just like the Nike swoosh, right? It's because no matter what I do or don't do, Nike keeps doing their thing. Nike keeps making their commercials. Nike keeps putting that swoosh on my Facebook. It shows up on my TV. It shows up in stuff in the stores. So they keep doing it regardless of if Tammy B decides to buy some or not. Because for every Tammy B who's not buying it, there's 5 people who are. So you have to remember your job is to promote. The reward is the orders that come in, but it doesn't mean because you promoted that orders are just going to fall through. Okay, I need to try. Kayla says if your host to post fails, add new friends for a week and then do it again. Yeah, you for sure don't want to keep doing host to post with the same people over and over and over. And let's talk about adding friends really quick. Speaking of Squirrel Sandra, this Zoom, I'm all over the place. You know how you'll go through Facebook and it's like, so you might know so-and-so and you might know so-and-so. Click the damn button. Add them as a friend. It's okay. If they turn out to be weird, delete them, block them, whatever. But if Facebook is like, Facebook is highly scientific, right? My ex-mother-in-law, who I hadn't seen in, 7 years, popped up as someone I might know on Facebook one day. Now tell me Facebook doesn't know more about me than even I know about me, right? I didn't click that button, but all the other people, you can totally click them and be friends. It's okay. And like feel them out for a little bit. Maybe somebody you haven't talked to in a long time and, maybe it goes nowhere, or maybe you find out they're one of those people that don't even really use Facebook. They just get on there and share memes all day. That's okay. You can, like I said, unfriend them, unfollow them, go add new people. Like keep adding people to your page. And I know people who will be like, I didn't add so-and-so because I clicked and I saw we have like 20 friends together and 4 of those friends are Thrivers. Don't take this wrong because I might be one of those friends. Clearly, the friends that they're already friends with aren't doing a good job because that person's not thriving yet. So click the damn button and become their friend. Maybe you are the person that they need to see that does it. Because there are going to be times in your life where you're talking to somebody for a year or 2, but then suddenly Edie becomes their friend and they're like, wait, Edie does that Thrive stuff too? Oh, I'm going to call my friend Tammy. She's been talking about it forever. I didn't realize other people did it. So make friends, build your network, grow your network. Okay, let me go back. TJ, my reach out game is on point. Yes, you should write that down, put it on your mirror, make it a screensaver. I heard this yesterday. Oh, it jumped. Be more excited about how far you have come than you are discouraged about how far you have to go. Absolutely. And you guys, think about this. If you know someone in your life that's going through something difficult or a child that's learning how to walk, you celebrate all the little success along the way. You don't say, oh, well, you really screwed up last week though. So even though you did great today, we're going to focus on last week when you weren't doing good. You don't do that, but you do it to yourself. So I say this all the time, give yourself grace. If you couldn't look at your best friend or your mama and say what you're saying to yourself, then you need to think about what you're saying to yourself. I beat the squirrels to death and okay, you're rewriting it. I beat the squirrels to death and I'm accountable for my time during the, yes, girl. Yeah. And you know what? Repeat that all day, every day. I try to add people daily on the people you may know. Yeah. Okay. So good. TJ, that's what I was talking about. There's just friend. I friended someone who only had one mutual friend and she sent me a message and wanted to know how I knew her. I just said that I'd like to add people from around the country. She is from West Virginia to get to know them. Well, now she's actually commenting on my post. See, bold move. Bold move. Here's what is kind of weird to me. So back in the day when I sold office furniture, we were literally told to get in our car, drive around, go into any office that we could find, and walk up and say who we are and ask them if they had any office furniture needs. They were all strangers. Like, you got to get rid of stranger danger because they were literally all strangers. I had a gift shop. I opened my door every day and I swept my porch every day in the hopes that strangers would come to my gift shop. So why are you freaked out about making some friends? Friends. This is Facebook. This is not real life. Friends on Facebook. Your Facebook is your marketing tool. I'm not saying you can't still share pictures of your family and do all the fun stuff, but you got to remember that this is a free marketing tool. Like, if I said to you today, okay, you're now a Thrive promoter and you need to contact the local newspaper and you need to get a hold of 3 local networks and you're going to have to pay for commercials and you're going to have to do a press release. Like, that's what businesses do. You don't have to do that. You can just get on Facebook and smile and wear a sticker and then answer questions. So when you boil it down, all the things that are standing in your way are things that you are letting stand in your way. Because you'll notice too, there are some people that had similar things that they wanted to work on, but not everyone has the same problem with their business. So obviously, whatever you're dealing with in your business is you. It's your issue. It's something that you believe in. You believe that you don't know enough people. You believe that people don't have enough money. You guys, I'm just going to say this, and that I might sound like a 90-year-old Republican man, but people use stimulus checks to buy the most random things over the last few months. And word on the street is we're getting more stimulus checks. Give them something to buy it with. Let them support a local business. That's you. You are the local business. People have money. Even people who lost their jobs have money. Because people who I know that lost jobs, they're on vacations. If it's a priority for someone, they will find the money. If they're curious enough about it, if they're intrigued enough about it, if they need it bad enough, they will find the money. So don't let finances stand in your way, because I can almost guarantee that probably 80+% of you did not like the price the first time you heard it. And I'm one of them. I remember literally placing the order and saying out loud, and if there's kids in the room, this shit better work because it's not free. That is literally my attitude I had. And in the grand scheme of things, it's not that expensive compared to other supplement companies, but that was my attitude. Now, somebody could have said, oh, Tammy doesn't have the money. But, I mean, you guys know, there are times when you don't have the money, but suddenly you go get your hair done. You don't have the money, but you just ordered a new pair of shoes from Kohl's because they sent you a coupon, right? People have the money when they want to do it. Priority is a big issue. Priority is a big issue for you or for the customer. Where'd she go? There she, okay. Sandra, that's just it. Help them realize that Thrive is a priority. Oh, okay, yeah. So you and Sandra were talking about the same thing. Yes. Yeah. And you know, we had a big boost in business when the pandemic first started happening, because I think people were like, oh, crap. Turns out it is important to be healthy. It is important to take care of yourself. And here's the thing, and I don't even like saying this out loud, but things aren't going well right now with the pandemic, if you guys have watched any of the news. So people still need to be reminded. And now, remember, compliance. We don't cure anything. We don't blah, blah, blah. But we do help people stay healthy. I had no money, so I went and got my hair done, and I ordered Thrive the next day. Exactly. That is literally, that's it. And I know that like Dana Chuva has the same story. They had no money. She had like just enough left over on a credit card to place the order. Courtney Glazer's been on, what's it called? Financial assistance. Somebody help me, whatever that word's called. So yeah, so don't stop because you think people don't have money. Food stamps. Thank you, Laura. Well, yeah, Lindsay used her electric bill. Yeah, government assistance. See, you guys are my brain. Okay, so I don't even know. I really was just going to spend the 30 minutes talking about limiting beliefs, but I did Dawn's hair in exchange for the rebate. I offered her in hitting the promoter button and getting the $400 pack. That is very clever. I skipped my DP&L bill for 7 days before Christmas to order my first month. I used my, okay, all right. So right there, I don't even have to talk. These chats, that is why money is not an issue. That is why you don't, on a personal level, yes, worry about your finances, keep everything in line. When you get those Lavelle checks on Tuesday, use them to start paying off your debt. Like Paul Gravett will tell you, don't go buying the fancy purse and the fancy cars until you get your debt paid off. Ride this wave while it's up, but don't not sell because you don't think people have money, because people have money. When people want to spend money, people have money. So yeah, so let's go back to limiting beliefs really quickly. I think sometimes it's hard to accept that you have a limiting belief. But your reality, all of your reality of life, like how you do your job, how you raise your children, how you take care of your home, how you take care of your body, all of that reality is based on your belief. You will meet people who have a pristine home 24/7 because their belief is that that is the way they need to live or want to live. You will meet people who take care of their bodies. You'll meet people who don't take care of their bodies. Something in them believes what's important or believes why they can't take care of their bodies. Or we're all little mental creatures, and we are controlled by this up here. So the next time you feel yourself thinking, I am so discouraged because nobody wants their auto ship. Well, that's not true. This company does a ton of auto ships every month. So it's not that nobody wants it. It's a couple of people you talk to don't want it, right? You gotta wrap your mind around the big picture here. I'm so discouraged because no one's liking my promos. How do you know? How do you know that they didn't just have the moment where they didn't have any money, but they got a pedicure and bought a purse, and now they're like, shoot, next time that promo pops up, that's what I'm gonna spend my money on. But if you stop putting promos up, or you stop putting your Facebook posts up, or you stop doing your live, then they will go find someone else to spend their money with. Courtney says, that's what I'm doing now. Cheese and crackers, taking the $300 auto bonus to eliminate debt. Yes. Sam, imagine when these people do spend their money to thrive with you and then make money. We have all the solutions. Yes. Or what they deserve or don't. Yeah, people believe what they deserve. I mean, you know people in your life who they literally think they don't deserve certain things, happiness. They don't think they deserve to live debt-free. They grew up in a house where you struggled, and at the end of the week, you didn't have enough money to pay bills, and that's just what they accept, and that's what they think they deserve, and you all know that's not what people deserve. I shopped for clothes at Goodwill for years and put my kids through college. Yes, I love Goodwill. Okay, right there. Two completely different beliefs about the same store, right? Sonia, I did have one I thought wasn't reorder. Yeah. And so that's the thing, you guys, we're humans. So we have emotions, and we get excited, and we get nervous, and we get all in. And I want you to be all in with your business. I want you to be passionate about this. I have always said the hardest part of promoting is that you are going to care way more than your customers are going to care. You are going to want people to thrive way more than they're going to want to thrive, because they don't even know what it is and how much they need it. That to me is the hardest part. Leading them to the trough and then them chewing on grass instead of drinking the water, right? That is the hardest part. But if you can stay passionate and do your day to day and be there and be ready when they're finally like, oh, ding, I have not noticed what this girl's been doing all this time. But now I understand that this is this Thrive thing. And that's what that little package she shows me every morning for the last 3 years on her stories. I now understand what this is. A question for everyone. If you were 200K, would you still think money was an issue with this business, or would your business prove otherwise? Live in the 200K mindset like it's already happening. What would a 200K leader do? Yes, exactly. That is exactly right. You know, there's that whole like fake it till you make it. Like, I don't really want people to fake anything. I want you to be genuine totally in your business. But you have to live the life you want to live. So if you say, so like if a client comes to me and says, I want to lose 50 pounds. Okay, then you need to start eating and working out like somebody who weighs 50 pounds less than what you do right now. If you continue to order pizza and lay on the couch and say you want to lose 50 pounds, it doesn't work that way. So if you start living like the person that you in your mind look like or feel like, or how that person would live, where they go for walks at night and they ate salads more than burgers, wow, guess what? Your body's going to respond. So same thing, if you're running your business like a hobby versus if you're running this business like you're at 200K and you have an entire team of people and you have so much business that you have to get up early in the morning to take care of all of it, it will come. Because here's the thing, when you are building this business, for those of you who are like, I want to be 12K, 40K, whatever it is you're shooting for, there's really no downtime. If you take it, that's cool. That's your choice. But there's no reason to have downtime. You're not ever going to reach a point in your business where you're like, you know what? I have talked to every single person today. I don't have anybody else to talk to. What do we talk about? Go make friends. There's literally no downtime. Go make a post. Team up with another business. Do a shout out. Do, whatever the heck it is. There's always something to do. I can guarantee that the 200Ks are working sun up till sundown. Can they work from their phone off the beach? Absolutely. But are they working? Yes. I made a post today about my car. Do I pay for it? No, but I do work for it. So just start being who you want to be. That's all you can do. Start being who you want to be. Okay, so anyway, we have reached our mark. I was all over the place tonight. I don't know if you're better prepared for August at this point, but hopefully I got you thinking about some things. Hopefully you are starting to realize when you say or hear yourself say things like I can't or they won't, that it's you. All right? And I know that's a tough thing to say because I love and adore all of you, but I have the same problem. We all stop ourselves from going where we need to go. So let's like pinky swear and let's all say in August, no more limiting beliefs. We are going to take, anytime we have a limiting belief, we are going to write it down in the opposite direction, and we're going to use August to be the best month yet. I don't see everyone's pinkies up, and I will come through this machine of some sort and get you. All right, pinky swear. No more limiting beliefs. I love it. Okay, bye. Happy Monday.